What's going on, everybody? Tonanza here. Welcome back to episode 7 of the Resident Evil 100% playthrough. Last episode, we kicked Lady Domitrescu's ass and took back the head vial for our daughter, Rosemary Winters. That's one of 4 needed. And we're going to have to kill the other lords, or at least take it from them, in order to progress. So, our friendly neighborhood Duke just told us to head to the house with the red chimney. It's right there. But we can't get in. This is locked. So of course we're going to have to take the long way around as per normal. That's exactly what we're going to do. Alright, now let's head upstairs and explore this little house. So first we're going to find an easy to pick lock. That's fine. There's a note here. Some ammo in the crate, or this closet thing. Okay. There's nothing under here. And now, on our way out, it's in the next room. Grab the wooden animal body. So unlock this. Now we're going to unlock this just to make things easier on the return route. But there is a outhouse to open, so we'll go ahead and open that up and grab some scrap. Okay, now from here, we're going to head through here and open the door. We're going to run into our friendly neighborhood beastie guy. Very easy to take down. Now, there's nothing here that I can believe. There is like this little Easter egg of why is that there. But other than that, nothing really here. Except for some, I guess, lore stuff. Now, something could probably move this. So what we want to go is through under there. So we're going to do that. So first we're going to head up into this gate, but before we do, take a right. Head on into here, in this little shed. Look up, and we'll grab ourselves some ammo by shooting off the bird cage. Now we'll enter in here later when we have a lockpick. But let's just go ahead, grab the lock off the door, pick up our lay, and then head into the little shed. So look here, you can see a gear of some sort on top, on a back. It says, look out the window. We're going to do that and also get jump scared in the process. Now, you can notice there's some numbers. 07, 04, 08. These are numbers that we're going to put into this little thing. So 07, 04, and finally 08. That'll open the lock, give us the brand new M1911, which we are going to make permanent because it does more damage. Didn't mean to do that. Hit the wrong button, sorry. Grab our jack handle and make our way out. Now, there's going to be some enemies waiting for us. I personally prefer to just take them out. They don't cause you any trouble. There's one here, of course, but now we can see how powerful this new pistol is. So before, we were averaging about 9 shots to kill them. Now, if you actually hit your shots like me... Oh, I don't even have the new pistol out. Haha, whoops. That's alright. We're actually going to shortcut this and make this our new main pistol. Alright, go up to the jack, put the jack handle in, wait till it turns 3 times, and then crawl under. Alright, so there's nothing in here. Nothing down that way. There is another guy here that will just take his head off. I personally find this the easiest way to take care of them just because they don't aggro and they don't get all up in your face. Much easier to deal with if you do it from a distance. But if they do aggro, as you can see, they're not as terrifying as they used to be. So from that little fork in the road, come in here, grab our pipe bomb, and we're going to be equipping that right away. We do have two, because we were able to save one from the last daughter we fought. But I'll show you why here in just a moment. Here is our first armored enemy. Throw this, and the armor goes away. And I am going to throw another one for good measure, because this guy can suck it. This guy's pretty tough. Don't let him get too close to you. Use your shotgun if needed. As you can see, he can take quite a bit of punishment. So there's about 3 to 4 shots with the shotgun, a full round of bullets, and 2 pipe bombs. Go ahead and craft some pistol ammo and maybe a med kit. Okay, so from when you get to the end here, take a left and we'll head inside. Grab up the money from the kind fella that dropped it for us. Open up the outhouse here for a lockpick. Alright, now in here is going to be an enemy pretty close to you, so get your shotgun out. Get ready. There he is. Hey, buddy. So if he does get too close to you, just block and then push him away. Thank you for the scrap. I'll grab the ammo, and most importantly, the body of Madalena. Alright, so there is a crate here to grab. And then we'll head into the house. But before we do, right here, right where I'm aiming right now, is going to be a goat of warding. So keep that in mind. You're going to want that. But we already got it. I already got it in my other playthrough, so we'll just carry on. Now this will say, due to Luthier's long absence, keep a hold of his key. This is Benevito's gardener. So this is locked for now. So we'll be coming back to this area in quite a bit. I guess a little bit, not too far into the future, but far enough. But if you can remember this from before, we can now use our Iron Insignia key. Well, as there should be, yes, chest here with some handgun ammo, as well as finally the wheels needed for the well. I tell you, now we'll be able to reel up every single well and find out what secrets they have for us. So climb up to the roof, cross over to grab our metal scrap, and then we'll jump down and hunt some chickens. By far the easiest way to do it, because chasing them with a knife is too tedious for me. But if you want to save some bullets, go right ahead. Don't forget to grab the gunpowder that's on the stove on the outside. Open up this very fancy outhouse for a large crystal. Okay, now we'll make our way out front. Before we do, grab this lock here. Unlock the gate that leads us back into the main area. And here's the house with the red roof. Nice. Anyway. So, as you can see, it's locked on the other side, but there was a ladder. So we're going to go around and open up and get in through the roof. Okay, now there's going to be another enemy. We'll take care of him when we drop down. He'll come around and say hi. Push him away. There. As you can see, I nailed all the headshots there, meaning it's now 7 instead of 9 to kill them with this. Okay, now in here, we got our gunpowder, which was left by the guy. Check the old closet here for some handgun ammo. And now we'll finally seek out what we were meant to grab. First, here is a diary that's needed to be read for the achievement. And now we'll find instructions on how the key works. So the wing key is just a single piece. There need 3 more pieces to make it whole. Now we'll take the key, spin it around until it tells us to examine. And now we have the 4-winged key needed to access the House Benevito. So he did just say to return to the Duke, but we are actually gonna go do some cleanup. So let's head through the little shortcut, and we're gonna make our way down to the first house here with the lockpick. This one right here. Go on through, right back to where we first came down many moons ago. There's a box here on the right to grab, with some shotgun ammo. We'll head in and finally see what that lock has to give us. Ah, yes, here it is. And some very nice sniper rounds. Now you can hear something gross happening on the other side of that wall. We're going to get our first chunk of actual meat. So if you step in, shoot him, and he gone. If you don't shoot him and walk right in, he will charge at you. It's a bit sketchy. But head through, and now we're back. So we were able to unlock the door, and finally open up our first of many wells. Now, this well has a lockpick, and we're going to head in to the Weaver house right here, right in the outside with for the lock. So just zip back to the main area. It's kind of the main reason why we unlocked this door, to make it a bit easier. And now we're back, and we can head up and open up the locked cabinet. There we go. And some very much needed shotgun ammo. Very needed, actually. I was low. Alright, exit to the main, I guess we'll call it courtyard. I'll take a right and open up another well. That'll give us the wooden animal head. Now, before we head in here, let's take that wooden animal head that we got. Click on it, and hit combine. It'll combine with the animal body that we found, and now created the wooden goat that is now very valuable. Instead of just regular valuable, it'll sell for a much higher price. So in here, no need to worry, there's no enemies. There's just a ton of stuff. Grab a chem fluid on the right side, scrap on the right, chem fluid on the left. Grab the gunpowder, the teddy bear, break the box, and finally, before we leave, make sure to crouch down in front of the fireplace and pick up our very first Vivanite. Those are very expensive items. Be able to sell this for quite a good profit. Okay, one more little pit stop to make before we go back to the Duke. Some dead bodies here. It's kind of sad. But we're actually going to look up to the left and we see a nice little bird. Shoot him down and get what we call the juicy game. Now that'll allow us to create some pretty high tier items when we once we dive into the whole cooking scenario. But behind the church, there's another well. We're going to reel that up for a necklace with 2 holes. Now this is an interesting item. It's combinable, and it combines with 2 other items instead of just one. One of them we will not find until very, very far into our playthrough. So, at back of the church here into the graveyard, open up the iron insignia gate. Now to the right here, right where I'm pointing, the far right side behind here is going to be a wooden goat. It's going to be the next one for you to grab. So don't forget to grab that. And now we'll make our way over to kill some more chickens. Some juicy poultry. Now if you want to check to see if your chickens, if they're all gone, or if you have any left to grab, open up the map and we'll see that the... Let me get out of here first. Open up the map and you see that there is a X crossed out. That means that we've done what we need to for that area. It looks like there is an item on the left side here that I might have missed from way before. Well, let's go check that out. Ah, gunpowder. Oh. Very nice. Now, we're gonna run into more of these extremely annoying enemies. There's only 4. So we're gonna just go ahead and take them on right away. I prefer just to cross over, and then cross over again. Make my way up to here where it's more open. But these things are so aggravating that, honestly, it's worth the shotgun shells to avoid the pain in the ass to kill them. You can see they're very mobile, and they're annoying as hell. So once those 4 have been dealt with, go ahead and heal up if needed. We're going to head off to the right, and we're going to see a white pig. Oh, he's going to be all upset that we saw him. Let's just go ahead and kill him. He is actually quite tough. He'll survive at least 2 of these, I believe. Yeah, so a 3rd one's needed to finally finish him off, and we get what we call the quality meat. And then there's also a well. Pick it up for 3 pipe bombs. Okay, crawl up and drop down. And now we can grab some handgun ammo, some explosive rounds, which we'll be needing here later, magnum ammo for later, and Louise's necklace. Now, you're technically not supposed to grab this until later because there is a mini boss in this area. But if you're already here grabbing that, I find it's just worth to grab it. I mean, you got the inventory space, you might as well. So you can actually open up Louise's necklace. If you inspect it, you get the necklace stone. And then I believe you also get Louise's key. We'll be using that much later. Okay. That's pretty much that's pretty much all the areas. When you go into the church, we're going to notice that there's some suspiciously high-tech stuff here. Well, it's actually Chris and his team are also on site, so we know they're lurking somewheres. As always, save when you can. And now we got nothing left to do except return to the Duke and see what he has to say. And then once we listen to the Duke, we got one last little treasure to grab. And that should pretty much end it for this episode. We'll also sell everything at the end of this one as well.
How was it? Did you learn anything?
I found these feathers. Now tell me how to fix this like you said you would.
Settle down. First, you must use that key and collect all of your little roses flasks.
Where are the rest of them?
There are 4 in total. You have the one, and the other lords have the rest.
Lords?
Mother Miranda is the cold, calculating ruler of this village. 4 lords serve under her. The first you've already met, the Lady Dimitrescu. The second lives deep in a valley of mist, the doll-maker, Donna Beneviento. None of her playmates have ever come back from that dank old estate. The third is Moreau, a being of twisted flesh that lives in the reservoir past the windmills. It is said that he is not the only monster that lives in those waters. The fourth and most dangerous is Heisenberg. He works in his factory on the village outskirts. And the project. Let's just say parts of the human imagination are better left alone.
So now this kind of opens everything up and shows us treasures that we can now get. So there's House Beneviento, as well as Beneviento's treasure. There's Moreau, as well as his hidden weapon. The Maestro collection, which we will grab much later. The water wheel weapon, which we will be grabbing on our way to Moreau. We got Louise's heirloom already. There's the treasure under the stronghold. The cannibal's plunder, which are 2... this one is guarded by a mini-boss. And that's it. We have quite a bit to get going with. Now, of course, this one also, the Riverbank Treasure House, we will be getting later. We need access to the well crank that, or the, it's a crank that lowers the bridge here, and then we'll be able to get up to there.
If you truly wish to save your daughter, you must first gather the 4 flasks. I'll do you a personal favor. I've marked the Lord's locations on your map. Some treasures still lurk in this village. I'm sure each one will prove of great use to you.
Why are you doing all this?
Why, it's all part of our first-class customer service. Please do come again soon.
Okay. Now that we know kind of what the deal is, we gotta go and retrieve them from each of the lords. So let's head back here to where we came from originally last episode. And this little chest that I mentioned earlier can now be opened up with Louise's key. And in it, Caesar's goblet. Just one last little valuable that we can sell. And we can use to upgrade some more things. Now that we got the M1911, we'll be able to upgrade its power quite a bit.
If it's just looking, Ah, yes, I have you.
And now
Find some
we have
quality
cooking.
ingredients and bring them to me.
So these are the 3 you're definitely after. Health greatly increases permanently. Damage taken when guarding decreases permanently. And movement speed increases permanently. But we'll also have enough left over to do these 3. Which is health, damage taken, and health increases, and health increases, 2 health increases, and a health when guarding increase. So now we need, as you can see, there's 10 fish in total, and 1 of the finest fish. So we'll be doing that in a bit. First, let's grab this little medkit. Sell off our large crystal vivinate, crystal skull, the 3 necklace wings I had. Don't sell these 2 yet, the necklace with 2 holes or Madalena body. But we can sell the teddy bear, the necklace stone, the wooden goat, Caesar's goblet. Sell all that for a grand total of a whopping 72,000 lei. From here, I'm actually gonna go ahead and pick up the customizable scope, as well as the chin rest.
Excellent choice.
Now it's up to you. You can go right through now and upgrade your weapons further than what I am now.
Than one might think.
But I just personally think this is better to do it this way. So now we can fully upgrade our M1911, fully upgrade our shotgun. And we'll leave this Lemmy for now. We'll take care of them later. But now that we got our shotgun up a few levels in power, as well as the power of a handgun increase, we're in pretty good shape to be able to take on
Have a wonderful adventure.
House Benevieto. So, with all that out of the way, that pretty much wraps up the house with the Red Chimney area. Thanks very much for stopping by. If you enjoyed the video, a like and subscribe is always appreciated. And if you want to see some other content, my Dark Souls 3 Cinders mod playthrough is still running on concurrent days that this one is not. So, thanks again for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.